you found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, good noche, but you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me life. Now that I'm with you, me one say that me love, that me love, that me love. Hey, me no go one day wonder without my baby, that me love, that me love. And no dance and sing and nothing, because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, this for me. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, this for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. So me, we happy love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under, to get under. I know, but your love in my life control that. I lay down my life this way, do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings they come my way, and all the bad things they turn and away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's a fun man. It was okay. No one's okay, but it was on tempo. It was okay though. It was okay. Greetings, how are y'all doing? Greetings and gratitudes, motherfucker. Okay, cause that was Fantasia, right? That was okay. It wasn't too bad, but wasn't what I'm used to doing. I always hear it, Adrian. Okay, cause I didn't know if I was a little off today, but you motherfuckers, y'all make a bitch feel real good. Always. Greetings, Keisha Duck, Mimi Odoms, Rebabe, Adia, Naya, Stephanie, Tamara, Latoya G. Greetings, Kiva. Greetings, Tawana Burton. Greetings, motherfuckers. Greetings. I am waiting for Jazzy to get up here. Um, Greetings, Ashley, Jazzy, Peace, Yayanda, Dentries, the LHTC blogger, Miss Adria. What up, the Rebel, Brandy, Chantel, Jean Hulk. Listen, y'all know I can't see Charm. At this point, I can't see with the glasses or without them. So, but Yaya, Meekum, and Darlene, I am waiting for Jazzy to get up here. I don't know if I'm going to have to. Hey, Candace, with the N in my name, girl, but it ain't. But I love you for trying. What up, called Brady? Beneficent, Rainbow Moon, Prince, two Prince to stir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Grateful, Elizabeth, Tiffany, Peaceful. Yo, so um I have, me and Jazzy, sometimes when we talk, we build. And she always says that I'm her cousin because we share a last name. And she's like, bitch, we're kin somewhere, Quatita. You know. And I'm waiting for her to get up here. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Greetings all the way to London, England, to the UK. Greetings. Ooh. Well, I tell y'all. What up, Marshall? I may have to tap out just a second to see where she's at. I sent her over the link, but not sure. Cause there she is. Here she go. Let's see. That's her. There she go. What up, Jazzy? I was like, I might have to tap out and go get her and bring her on in this thing. Cause when her and I sit, we start building, we start talking, and we was doing that. And I was like, no, no, no. We got to do a live to share this information because, child, we had went deep down into He-Man, the motherfucking Thundercats, She-Ra. Like, we was in it. Y'all see she done went and pulled out the book. So
Rainbow
it's time for
Bright.
that. Gratitude. Greetings, girl. How are you?
Wait a minute, hold on. I can't hear you.
Hold on. Something's going on with my shit. It didn't click out.
Let me
Hold on.
see. I can't hear you.
There you go. Can you hear me better?
It's still kind of low. Can you hear me? Do I need to cut my mic
Yeah.
off or something when you talk?
I don't. Tell me if that's better. Can you hear me?
Yeah, girl, they
Oh, you
they know
okay?
this
You was
about to
on mute.
be
I couldn't hear you.
epic, so we not even getting ready. That's you know what? No weapon formed against us shall prosper. And every tongue, thought,
Period.
thinking, idea, uh, powwow, secret, you know it's not gonna prosper against us. You know something? You know something? I was just in spirit. That's why my cousin had to call me and tell me to hop on because I was like deep in meditation. And do you know what message I just got from spirit? Spirit
Tell me.
say, when spirit take the veil off your eyes, so you gotta be ready for when spirit take the veil off your eyes. You gotta have yourself a certain level of knowledge because knowledge is power. And if you don't have a certain level of knowledge to understand, and overstand what is happening, you will get lost in your character. And when you get lost in your character, you gonna forget your role. And your role is a soul
Mm.
contract. You see what I'm saying? See, we got people here on earth that need to be liberated because they stuck in curses, because they live in lies and they don't even know they live in a lie. You know, they living in secrets and they don't even know they living in secrets. You know what I'm saying? It's people that are stuck in generational curses and don't even know what a generational curse is. And we get ready to break some serious chains. And they know it. And they scared. They shaking in their boots. Because all I can say right now is Sophia home now. You feel me? Sophia home now. You hear me? The veil is
That
off.
part, yeah.
The veil is off. I see the world totally different. And when the veil come off, you realize that you are a bride of the Christ consciousness. So if you married to the Christ consciousness, that means it ain't a person out here because spirit don't have no respect for persons, right? So ain't a person out here could stop you from connecting and knowing who the real true God is. And the real true God is you. See, they know. See, it's like the Lion King. We Simba. You know, Uncle Scar, he a king too. But see, Uncle Scar so scarred that he want to be the king of the high hands. See, he don't know he a lion. See, he confused. Because how you gonna
Mm.
be the king of the hyenas? The hyenas already got their king.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like some people don't know
Mm.
their bloodline. Some people don't know their lineage. Some people don't know where they
I like
came
that.
from. You feel
I
me?
like that.
And we all symbols because at some point Uncle Scar synced our light and Uncle Scar said, run away. You hear me? Uncle Scar
I
said, run away. And we was out there in the woods eating bugs, Hakuna Matata.
do.
You understand? And when we was out there at Hakuna Matata, what we didn't know, we was with the ancestors. So Maon and Pumba, them was the ancestors. See, they don't come in the form of what you think they gonna come in. You know what I'm saying? You taught us that. The Kakusas, the animal spirits. You taught us that. It's like, I teach something, then you will teach something. And it's like I say something so advanced, people be like, "What is she talking about?" Then you will break it down, and I'll be like, "Y'all, please go watch her breakdown, this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third, so I can explain what I'm saying." And then they gotta come watch mass of your videos, not just one, but mass, because they gotta go back to the first Naya Rivera video. See, I'm a real follower of you, and I give gratitude to you because you, girl, you what you are, you like the phone store, and we sell phones. And we don't know we sell phones until we come to you, and then you activate us.
We
Then when you
iPhone. Come
activate us,
on.
we start making phone calls. You feel
Mm,
me?
mm,
And when we
mm.
start making phone calls, that's how the intranet, come on now, that's how the intranet is set up because we all connected. You understand? And we be connected in ways we don't even know we connected. You done did my life. I sat behind Sam Dubo's mama. I didn't even realize that was his mama till after we left. But her son got killed in a car. My brother got killed in a car. You solved his murder on YouTube. And then my best friend that was sitting next to me, her son got killed in a car. And then the girl in front of me, I used to babysit her, and her brother got killed. And you go, you see the connection. We are all connected because when we was on them slave plantations, you see, it was a Johnson plantation, it was a Walker plantation, it was an Anderson plantation, a Jackson, whatever you want to call your surname. And when you was on that plantation, they sold your folks. And when they sold your folks, see, you got confused and forgot who you was. See, you was out there Kuna Matata. You understand? No worries. Oh, you need to be worried because you the king and you need to remember who you are. And Quatita, you also like not calling you that monkey on the Lion King, but you also are
Rafiki.
that. Rafik, you that. Cause you hit me in my head a couple of times like, bam, remember who you are. And you was like, I know your father. And I was like, do you? You was like, come over here. You was like, look in the water. And I was looking, you was like, look harder. And I was like, for real shit, am I lying? Am I lying?
Come on.
Am I lying, Quatita?
No, you're not.
Quatita. See, you don't be knowing who you waking up. See, you woke up Simba, and guess what? Simba about to walk up on the little thing. This that moment. I'm walking up on the thing, and I'm about to roar, and all the lioness is about to come together. You feel
Come
me?
on.
All the
Mm,
lioness is about to come together
mm.
because we the daughters of Zion. We are the Ethiopians, not the Ethiopians, the Ethiopians, because we built Jerusalem. You understand? Jerusalem is within us. They trying to build colleges to learn about who built Jerusalem. It's a song that say, "Who built Jerusalem?" He said, "Go ask Plato. Go ask Aristotle. Go ask Plagianes. Who built Jerusalem?" They know who built Jerusalem. They know Jerusalem is within us. That's why they dissecting our body, stealing our organs and all of that, right? Okay,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then they got to do that because they got to be under contract because they dealing with our soul contracts because ain't none of this shit personal. It's a business. So you
It's a
told us this
business.
was a movie, and
That's right.
everybody in the movie play a role. So people in your family that did shit to you, some of y'all get stuck on the person and be like, "Oh, they hurt me." You got to get out of your person and get into spirit so you can play your role. See, I just found out some deep, dark secrets. I ain't really ready to reveal them yet, but I want to put the person that did the most to me is still on my ancestor altar, and I didn't even take them down. And I know that's big spiritual growth because I know he just played his motherfucking role.
And he owe you now. And he owe you now. And
You
now you
hear me?
gonna use it. Use that power because you owe that to me for the damage done.
Yeah, but he no, he crossed over. He on the
Yes.
ancestor
And he
altar.
owes you in the spirit
Yeah,
realm now. Work with him. Use his energy because now he owe you.
he owed me. And
He
guess
owes you.
what? I got an altar. I'm gonna show you right now. I ain't supposed to show my work, but I'm gonna show it.
It's all right. They can't do shit.
What that is the bill has been paid, the time is up, and the
Come
bond
on.
been broken. I broke
Come on.
bond. I broke the generational curse. You could see it. And I paid the debt, but I had it paid backwards. My spirit knows some shit. You
Come
understand?
on.
That's that's when you tap into your ancestors. My grandma told me I'm a great white elephant. And elephants walk together. That's why when I first met you, I said, Quatina, do you realize we got the same last name? We of the same lineage. Now I don't know if that went over your head or not, but in
No,
me and
because we
you,
talked about it. Now let's get into it because that's what we were just talking about. So you said your grandmother is Mabel Dean,
right,
and
my great
you
grandma,
have yes, and you have another grandmother named Willa Johnson.
Wilma Johnson. Yup, Wilma Johnson.
Okay, so I said my grandmother name is Mabel Johnson and Josie Dean, and my grandfather is William Johnson. So we looking at the connection even inside of the ether, just right there. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm a Dean and you're a Dean. So yes, when you said that, you was like, we cousins. Absolutely, absolutely, connected like a motherfucker.
Connected. Connected. Remember, I was like, what Indian tribe you come from? You say
Choctaw.
Choctaw. I'm Choctaw. See,
Yeah.
that's why I be teaching people learn your tribes because your tribe in your face. But guess what? We Indian chiefs. See, Indian is a spiritual state of mind. It ain't got nothing to do with the people. See, we were spiritual people. Indian mean it's a like a state of mind. It's a mindset. So even in Peter Pan, Peter Pan, he Peter Pan deep. So when Peter Pan went in the nursery to get the children, they had to jump out the window in order to go with him. So they died and went to the spiritual realm with him.
Damn.
And
Damn.
yeah. So
Girl, don't
then
fuck me up like that, cause I ain't never thought about that shit. Don't fuck me up
I'm
like
gonna have
that.
everybody watching Peter Pan. I need to.
Cause see,
Oh
we only
yeah.
talked about Thundercats and motherfucking He-Man. We ain't even get into that. We talked about Rainbow Bright a little bit. But okay, damn, didn't even think about that, Jazzy. They jumped out the fucking window, and that is a
Well,
term
where
that we
they
use, a
go?
phrase. We jump
Where they
out the
go?
window. God
Where they
damn.
go?
To the
Where
land of
did
the
they go?
children.
Where did they go?
They went into the ether, to the land of the children.
It's Never
Whoa.
Neverland.
Never, never. Girl, that fucked me up.
And when they went to Never Neverland, they was children forever. And what the Bible say about children? You got to come as a child.
Mmm.
But you got to be a child
Yes.
to even see Peter Pan because your car is a shadow, right? Peter Pan was a shadow. So ancestors taught me that you could talk to people cars without even talking to people. Like I don't need your person to talk to your car. That's how we able to talk to the spirit. See, but I
Mm.
don't learn what a car is and all this. I got a library. I be studying. Like I just got a couple books right here.
Okay, so let me introduce you properly, man. Okay, so this is Jazzy. Jazzy used to cut my motherfucking hair. Okay, but she's the barber and she used to cut my hair. But we also used to build. Like she teaches and I teach, but like you said, you may teach this and I may teach that, and it still comes together to build one build. And so she will connect some shit on your motherfucking ass. I used to watch the videos like she just fucked me up with that one. Like, and so I respect her, she respects me, and together we come together with a whole bunch of gems. So she's getting ready to break open her books. She connects shit that I don't connect. Please don't, like, because we don't use the word king and shit. So I don't want nobody to listen to the lingo and get confused or sidetracked. Listen to the fucking message. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's about to break some shit down. I don't even know where she's about to go, but I know what the fuck conversation we just had. And so I'm like, we got to go live and do it because the build is about to be real. So I just want everybody to pay attention. Like, whatever you take from it, learn from it, grow from it, whatever. So let's go, Jazzy.
Right? Because all I could do is tell it from my side of the story. And
That's it.
and you could tell your side of the story. Everybody got a different story. But we be
Let's
so
go.
busy caught on the words. And
I don't
see the
want them to get
words
caught
is
up on the words.
spells. The words
Yes.
is spells. So sometimes you hear the spell and you be under a trance and you can't hear the message.
And I want them to hear the message because you break shit down on a whole nother level.
And it's like just just even the word hello. People still say hello. People still say morning. So when you say
Hmm.
good morning, you speaking sorrow into your life,
That part. That's
right?
why we say greetings and grand rising.
Yep. And anything, but you gotta. So that I teach people the one of your greatest weapons is your dictionary, because it say the word was God and God was the word. So that lets you know that the word was God, because in the beginning of the Bible it say, in the beginning was the word, and it said God said. So we focused on what happened. God said, and the fact that God said, they'll let you know how powerful your words is. They'll let you know that you could speak anything into existence. You could speak light into dark situations. You can
Mm.
speak but you got to learn the power of your word. Once you learn the power of your word, then you have to learn the knowledge behind what you're saying. That's where the etymology and all that come in at, right? Because you know how you always say one band, one sound. The problem is everybody singing a different melody. So as a choir, we sound terrible.
Just said this shit last night. Absolutely. Just said it last night, Jazzy. Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people, because we all know some people out here confusing people. It's teachers out here that's teaching for money, and they probably watched a couple videos and they a teacher now. We learned from the soul contract. We got sent here. Like this ain't, we didn't choose this. Okay, greetings. I didn't sign up for none of this. You get what I'm saying? Like when spirit is your teacher, the only way you could come through the spirit is through the spirit, right?
Try the spirit by the spirit.
And that's a lot of us had to go through things in our life. That's why I named my business Spiritual Situations, because people do not realize that it's them spiritual situations that is your lessons. And sometimes we don't learn our lesson because we get lost in our character, because we don't, because you talk about character a lot too. And
Yes.
I teach astrology, and astrology is character, right?
Okay. I can follow you. Yeah.
So astrology is the study of the stars, and we the stars, right?
Yes.
So us being the stars, we the stars that light up the cosmos. So this astrology is a secret language. So you supposed to know when to operate out of what sign. Like, do I need to operate out my Leo, or do I need to operate out my Capricorn, or do I need to operate? That's why you when you do the world readings, it affects everybody. Because you could say something under the Capricorn and it could pierce Aries soul. But the
Happens a
Aries
lot.
don't realize that the Aries is the Capricorn too, because if you are all things, you should be able to see yourself in all things.
Hey, you got a cash app? Let me put your cash app up.
Yeah. It's money sign MJ Benz, like a human being, but MJ Benz.
If I get it wrong, just let me know.
Gratitude. And it's like what was I saying about the zodiacs? So you remember you was talking about in Revelations about Mama Adina, how she got the 12 stars on her head,
Mm-hmm.
and she clothed with the sun and the moon and the stars, and she was giving birth to the sun.
Yes.
Okay, them 12 stars that's on her head is the zodiac. It's 12 zodiacs, right? That's the 12 tribes of Judah. That's the 12 uh it's always 12. The 12 Greek gods, the 12 Egyptian gods, and everybody standing around arguing about the same stuff because they don't understand. It's the 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 13 if you count her. Heard you.
Right, right. But that's the because 13, but that's the four, so that's the bill. So it still go back to the 12 because that's the three and the four
Absolutely.
times 12.
Tell me
Right?
if I got this
Numbers
right.
don't
Is that
lie.
right?
Yep, yep, that's correct.
Okay.
So it's like,
Okay.
the numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? You could, because that's numerology. That's using astrology to even calculate what you're saying.
Come on. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everything got a number to it, everything got a vibration to it. You should be able to add everything up and subtract everything because we are we the teachers of math and science. Like we the high chiefs of the Indians. But that's only if you're going to get into your Indian nature because the Indians lived off the land. See, the Indians knew about the herbs because that's herbology. The Indians knew about the stars because that's astrology. That's the
So
way to the
now,
cosmos.
as you say this, right? So I want people to understand when I say I teach it one way, you teach it the other way. Everything you just said made fucking sense. Why? Because I know it as Teglatron and Tantanus, Shoshone and Tetron. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Okay,
those are the gene splicers, the genetic and DNA, and then also the astrology, the stars. You understand? So that's how I see it. That's how they show it to me, and it connects into exactly what the fuck you were saying. So I
right.
get it. Absolutely. Come on.
So me being able to watch you with what I know, I could connect with everything you saying, even though we call it different names.
Absolutely.
Just like one thing I found very interesting with Yehuda, because that you don't know what happened that night when you gave me a reading. Let me show you something. So I called Yehuda Haile Selassie. That's how I saw it. That's how I learned. Because he was the king of
That's his
Abyssinia.
lineage.
He
Because
was the
that's his
king of the
lineage.
lion people. He was the Solomonic dynasty. He sat on the throne of David. Like I know I could go on and on and on about him.
Okay,
But
so now let me say how I understand it, because that's his lineage. That is Yehuda's lineage. From what
okay.
I understand, the first time I ever seen a picture of Selassie, there was a lion that was knelt down, like bowing, So I was very like trying to understand that. So then when I came into Yehuda's space of existence and started to learn more, I understood that that is his lineage of people. And he also connects with Nipsey Hussle
Nipsey Hussle, yup, he from Haile Selassie bloodline. Correct.
because he was him in the
Woo!
past life.
And guess what? They all Leos like me. Woo!
And so is Yehuda. August 15th is the way he brings himself to me. So come on. Absolutely. Let's
And
go,
my
Jazzy.
birthday is August the 16th.
Look at that. See? Look at that.
And
Look
I
at
do
that.
know that I come from the star of Orion because it's the Leo star. That's where the Leos come from. Your constellation is the star that you came from. So you also got to look into your constellation because your constellation got many stars and planets. That's the luminaries.
I love
Them the
that.
Star Wars. You
I love
feel me?
that.
All of that is
Ooh.
Transformers. Oh yeah, I break
Just like I
Transformers
said that
down.
last night, the Decepticons. You understand me? Like, yes. Come on, break it down. No, no, no.
So
Let's
you
stop.
know where they got their magic from.
Because I'm getting ready to go watch that this evening. The new one, The
They
Rise of the Beast, where they
I'ma
got the
watch it
deities
too.
in
I'ma
it.
watch it too.
Okay.
Oh, Little Mermaid.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Little Mermaid, queen of Atlantis. She the queen of Atlantis, right? And she wasn't allowed
I
to make
believe it. I
contact
can
with
see
the.
it.
She was her daddy was Poseidon, and he had the trident, and he was the king of the sea.
Levianite. Levianite.
Okay, so
Yes.
when you learn with the Haile Selassie being the king of Abyssinia, that was the king of the Abyssinia, the river, like where the Nile River come from. So this is the sea.
Seven
We come from
seas.
the sea. This is why Dr. York taught us that we semen. Our daddy, we was semen inside our daddy. And we went into our mama's skin because
Mm-hmm.
we had to come down here and figure out and experience what our mother was experiencing. That's why our mother can't lie to us because I'm in your skin.
Mm,
Do you know the
that's
power of
deep.
skin?
That's deep.
Do you know the power of your skin? You in
Mm-mm.
your mama's skin, you in your
I want you
great
to break it
grandma's
down.
skin, your great great grandma's skin. That's how you
That's because
able
you
to
in the
have knowledge of
DNA.
your past lives.
That's because
Cause
you in
you
the
was these
DNA.
people.
Yes, because you in the DNA. I want you to break it down. Come on.
Yeah, cause this
Come
your
on.
lineage. This your
That
bloodline.
part. Absolutely.
So me and
Yes.
you both tapped into the bloodline. That's how it don't matter what your last name is or what my last name is. We is in that bloodline. And we could tap into Adina.
Yes.
And
The
Yahuda is our
original.
personality, which is our astrology. When we get out our root chakra, which most of us suffer from molestation. That's why a lot of us was open at a young age. So you could connect to the spirit, right? That didn't happen to you, it happened for you. It was a gift, but it came in the form of a curse. See, but that's what they say when they say you gotta have a lot of power to understand your gift. You gotta have a lot of power to take that veil off your ass. So if you weak minded, because we talk about this too. Me and you both talk about this, but we say it differently. So if you ain't in your raw part of your brain, you operating out your reptilian part of your brain. So that's how that entity can even enter into your body through the back of your neck, and that's where your Akashic records sit.
The
That's
Kundalini
why
energy, the
that's why on
serpent
the
energy.
movies on Matrix they put the little thing on the back of the people neck.
Okay. Got you. Heard you.
That's why our
Yes.
ancestors covered up the back of their neck. That's precious. And
Mm-hmm.
something too, take y'all shoes off. The ancestors say we all connected to the same earth. So this earth that you, because you and Malika, oh my God, you and Merlika, how you say her name, Malika?
Maliker.
I was watching y'all do a live about the crystals, and y'all know I got a crystal. You know I sell crystals. I got crystals. You name it. So when y'all was doing the crystal, I was just hollering at the screen like, "Oh my God!" So you know how y'all was talking about stumping on the earth because you getting electrical particles. So Lord Shiva do what is called the cosmic dance. And he do that's the Indians did the dance, right? That's we did the rain dance, we did the ghost dance. We had a dance for everything. I don't care what was going on, we'd get together and dance. Ain't that what we do now? It be a
Mm-hmm.
funeral, we be at with the family get together, somebody cut the
Mm-hmm.
cha-cha slide on. You
Mm-hmm.
so cut the cupid shuffle on and watch us. We could be in the middle of a fight. I think that's what we need to do for this murder. I think we need to just everybody just take a speaker outside and make people line dance because I'm telling you, you could control people with music, and this music been controlling us. It's time for us to start controlling this music. You
There you
understand what I'm
go.
saying? We are the
Absolutely.
real trumpet players. It's time for us to take our bands back. One band, one sound. We could line dance, y'all. We could line dance our people in the healing. Because and have them take their shoes off in the grass because it's cosmic dancing. It's cosmic connection. And if y'all dancing in y'all city and we dancing in our city, they can't stop that frequency. You understand?
And do.
Like, do you know
Mm-hmm.
how powerful we are?
Because everybody
Everybody
must
powerful by
be in the
themselves.
same intention of what we're trying to do inside of that frequency. You know what I'm saying? And bring it to a whole nother level. They not ready for that kind of activity. That's why they want you to be against each other. Because if you fighting against each other, ain't no way you can come together and bring forth that kind of power. They
Yeah.
understand that. That's what I be
Mhm.
saying. We got to raise the frequency. People think I'm crazy when I say raise your frequency. Well, how I know
Right.
you said raise the frequency, but how do we raise the fucking frequency, bro? Like you got to, because
Right.
they're
Like
kids.
raise the roof, raise the
You know what I'm
frequency.
saying? They're kids trying to see what's on top of the refrigerator, bitch. They can't lift their frequency like we lift our frequency. It can't be done. So they must keep you at a lower frequency on their level. I absolutely get that. No lies are being told there. Yeah. No, no, no. Yeah. Come together mentally. inside of that. Let's go into that too, because we were just talking about that. That's where the war is. That's where the battle is, inside of the mind. So we was talking about He-Man. I want you to break that down too, because you kind of fucked me up. And I said, damn, I was just talking about this, Jazzy. Like I just said this last night or the day before. I said, like, the Masters of the Universe. I kept saying, what is that? Thundercats? They said, no, that's He-Man being the Masters of the Universe. When he said, I have the power, He-Man, like, and
He
then
said,
also with the Thundercats. Come on.
he said by the power invested in me.
The same shit they say when you get married.
They stole your power.
We're not
Ain't no
invoking back our
power,
power.
ain't no power outside of me. See, that's the highest extension. When you realize that I am you and you is me, you can't do nothing to me that I can't do nothing to you, and I'm not gonna do nothing to you because I got a pure heart and I got clean hands.
So now look, this is why it's amazing to me when people say Quatita's a liar, none of the deities exist, because they've never sat in my teaching, so they don't know that when you say that, you're denying self. You're saying you don't exist because you don't know my teachings. You hear me say Papa Candelo, you hear me say Yehuda, Mother Adina, them don't fucking exist, but then, bitch, you don't exist because that's what you're saying. You don't understand my teachings tell you you're the full body put together. So if they don't exist, then you don't exist. And the reason why you can't get out of the space and the lower frequency you are in is because you're worshiping something outside of self, because now you're still denying you and you don't exist. You're becoming extinct, you're becoming irrelevant, invisible. So now you're trying to figure out why life is not showing up to you correctly. The universe ain't showing up to you the way it needs to. It's because you're still denying self. That's all I'm saying. But it's go ahead. Come on, Jazzy. Let's go, man.
So that means your diadem has been removed. When you your diadem is your halo. So and when you look up the word diadem, it says that is the pupil of your eye. So you know why I break it all the way down. So the pupil of your eye is your light, because your light is the window of your soul. And if you
Mm-hmm.
don't have no light in your soul, you don't have no diadem. Your crown will
Because it
be
goes
removed,
out.
and your
When you pass and
diadem.
cross over, right, your eyes go gray. The life leaves you. And so your
Yeah,
whole eyes go gray. And people,
yeah.
I think that goes over people's heads as well. Like,
Mhm.
like you said, the eyes are the windows to the soul because it's inside. It's all a connection right there. People don't understand that. Go ahead.
And
Let me hear it.
guess what that is? That's melanin. That's melanin. And
It's
melanin
ether.
radiates from the soul, because melanin made from the sun. And in fact, the people don't know that they
It's
soul
ether.
is they sun. The universe is inside of you, because you got
Yes,
a
it's
sun.
ether.
That your sun is your universe, right? I mean, let me break it down for y'all. So your root chakra is your Mars. See, that's where your war is, in Mars. And if you can't fight the war within your root and root yourself within spirit, because you're supposed to be rooted in David, not rooted in hate and not rooted in everything else. You're supposed to be rooted in King David, because this is a Solomonic dynasty. So
I
this is a
love that.
Solomonic dynasty.
I love
So
that.
you root yourself in David, right? Because David, what you got to get when you go to court? After David.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, David, the truth. Okay, all right. So you want to be rooted in David. You feel me? So that's your root chakra. And once you get rooted, you move into the sacral chakra. That's the emotion. So your sacral chakra is your moon, right? Because the moon reflects the sun. That's your emotions. And if you can't get out your feelings, then you can't get to the soul. And if you can't get to the soul, you can't get to the heart. And the heart is Venus, right? Venus is the planet that established all life. Venus is the intelligence. Venus is the feminine energy that came here to establish the earth. And you can't establish the earth without your feminine energy, without your Venus, which is your heart chakra. And then you gotta unlock your throat and speak your truth. Then you gotta walk in your truth too, because you gotta practice what you preach. So y'all gotta quit going to church and start becoming the church. See, people want to go to church and leave it on the altar. No, you got to become the church and build the altar. The
Mm.
altar is altering your mind and renewing your mind. It say, see,
Now,
Juicy J said, don't follow my sandals. He said, follow the one that made my sandals. See,
mm.
everybody too busy worried about what kind of sandals he got on. He got on the Michael Kors. Nobody ain't talking about Juicy sandals. We're talking. Juicy said, "Don't follow me. Follow the one that sent me." So y'all missing the message. The message is it's a Christ consciousness. It ain't got nothing to do with no sandals.
So listen, what she just said was Papa Candelo and the Lama Dama, your
Woo!
heart space. They clear and clean you. When you come to a aesthetic, that's exactly what the fuck happens. He comes in, he clears your heart space, and she comes through and heals the body and finishes it out and does what needs to be done. I got the chills on that. And then she said your root, right? Okay, now we looking at your yoni, your shesh yoni,
Come on.
okay, which
Woo!
is
Come on,
also your
girl.
lung space to help you to breathe, to be able to get through. You need to breathe it in and out. But it's also your gating and getting, right? Okay, these are also your gating and gettings. Your full fucking body, bro. She just broke it down. She breaks it down one way. I break it down the same way in a different way. This is you. There's nothing outside of yourself. If you're not giving honor to you as a whole being, I don't give a fuck what you call it. You ain't got to call it your Papa Candelo and your Lama Dama, the mother and the father. That's where your love is at. Love and honor thy mother and father, bitch. You ain't understanding it. Go ahead, Jazzy. See, they don't even fucking hear me. Go ahead, Jazzy.
Cause the mama is the skin and the daddy is the nerves. Cause you got to think the sperm cell is a nerve, right? So
Come
your
on.
daddy had a thought, cause you know the father art in heaven. Right, right. So then the father had a thought about the mama, and the father went into the mama, right, with that thought, and that thought became a living, breathing soul. You feel me? And when it became a living, breathing soul, it had this chakra system, what that we was breaking down, and the your mouth. Oh yeah, because you broke this down. Here we go with the rest. The mouth is the throat chakra, and once you activate that throat, that's when that eye come on, and you start
Okay.
seeing
So
within.
that is your Nizinga, which is Yehuda's wife. When she's activated, he's fucking activated. Your third eye, because he is that, right? Okay. So then you
Correct.
got Yosef, the father, the temporals, right? That circles all the way
Okay,
around to the back. You understand me? He is your
that's
strength
the
and your
rod.
shoulders. Come on. And then you
That's the
have the
rod,
grandmother, the
and that's the
grandmother,
crown.
Adina. Come
That
on. The
crown
crown.
chakra is Mama Adina.
Come
Okay,
on.
okay, that crown. And the only way that she could be the grandma is if you in the monarch royal family. You got
That's
to be
all I'm
part of the
saying.
Solomonic dynasty to sit on the throne.
The original bloodline, the original mitochondria, the one that populated the planet,
So
that
that's the
gave you the
alpha.
skin that you in.
So that's the alpha, the omega, and the beta. It's only three bloodlines: A, B, and O. Alpha, beta, and omega.
Let's go. Let's go.
You hear
So
me?
now, I absolutely do. So now, this is the other part of that. So now we're speaking of your emotions, and you're speaking of your hair, your antennas, which is your Baphomet and Baphindia. They also control your emotions. You are connected inside of the ether with your antennas, and they pick up. And if you are out of frequency, your emotions are all over the place, but people don't hear me. Now that's also your squipulus and your tetatron, was activated inside of your stomach, your solar plexus. Okay,
Ooh,
they control your solar plexus, which is connected to your solar system, the stars. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? And
right.
that's why that's your second brain. People don't fucking
Correct.
get that. Okay. And so squipulus also is your intestines, which is she's over like fantasy, creation, as well as Davianite, which is your legs that's gonna carry you into everything you need to go into. Now you go.
So them your gifts. So if you could operate, get your emotions and get out your feelings, you could get to your gifts. And if you could get to your gifts, your feet, because the earth is the Lord, Mother
Your
Nature, Gia,
Levionite, your
however you may
Poseidon.
call her. Huh?
Levionite is your feet. Levionite your feet, which is Poseidon, the Lord of the Sea, or whatever you want to call him. Come on, go ahead.
And then you ground it with the earth. And if you connect it, just every walk you take, my 10-year old said, when you was here many lifetimes ago, every time you walk, you shed skin, you shed cells, and that's your DNA. So you leaving your DNA as a carbon imprint on the earth. So every time you walk, you stepping over some DNA that you already left. That's how you be knowing things. Like me and my best friend and them, we went to New Orleans. Soon as we got to New Orleans, Taryn was like, you know, she was like, this is my best friend's daughter. She was like, she kept telling me to watch Vampire Diaries, right? I went and watched it. We in New Orleans. Soon as we get to New Orleans, she like, the originals was filmed here. So I'm
Yes,
lost.
yes.
Girl, when I tell you when we was in New Orleans, we was in the presence of vampires.
People don't believe me. Inside of my Yosef class, Yosef came through and broke down every one of them, from the vampirics to the Aryans, the dragons, the hellhounds. He broke it all the way down, bro. The draconians. Come on, yes.
All I got,
They're
y'all need
real.
to watch that movie Epic. No, is it Enchanted? It's
Oh, I
it's
love
it's
Enchanted.
Epic or it's Enchanted. And y'all, it's a cartoon, and she up in the ethers, and it's an evil queen who don't want to lose her position. So that they want your position. You taught us that the queen wants your position. Is that why you don't call people queen?
I don't call them queen because we understood now that it's a low class woman. It's a low class energy, prostitution in a sense. Yes,
Okay, so that's even a curse calling yourself a queen. And
that's
I'm
right.
glad we getting clarification because a lot of us are still cursing ourselves because we don't understand their words.
Even when
You
you
got to
use the
take
word
accountability
king,
for your words.
king means the similar thing. King means you won't be able to find it, but I did break it down by etymology when we went and looked at it. By etymology, you'll find queen as low class woman, whore, prostitute. King, you have to really read it and look at it, and you'll get the understanding. Because when I broke it down really, really well, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. The reason why we don't use king, because it also means a low class man and a pedophile. So when we're calling our black men, you see, white people don't call each other king and queen. You understand me? We do that. And they leave that to the monarchs of Queen Elizabeth and King David. But that's who the fuck they
with
were
all that
really.
scandal, with all
Yes,
that
that's who they are
scandal and
really.
all of that incest and
Yes.
all of that.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's real serious that we need to enlighten our people on not using that word because that is a very curse itself. We can't get out the curse if we gonna continue to curse. The only way I learned from Maleficent, the only way you could break a curse is with love.
That part.
Once again, we gotta
Yes.
get them spirits right. Because it's the
Mm-hmm.
seven spirits, the seven chakras, the seven laws of the seven principles of karma. The seven keep going on and on and on and on and on. And it's like,
Now, the seven is Mother Adina and Yehuda, the seven.
okay, okay,
Absolutely. Yes.
see, okay, and
The
see,
prana and the
in
connection. Yes.
supreme mathematics, the 5 percenters teach that the seven represents God. And even with the supreme mathematics, to what I know is you gotta have knowledge. That's not well, first you gotta have a cipher, that's zero. A cipher is the ability to decode what's gonna happen. Okay. So then you gotta be activated. That's where you come in because you activate that cell. The cell is the soul, the
Now
atom.
you just fucked me up. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm very big on the hand gestures, right? Which is what I just showed you. Now, we learned Sirion, which is the light. Okay, and the light bearer, the light bringer, the motherfucking alchemist of all alchemists. They told
Okay.
me to represent him like this.
Okay. That's him.
The fuck
But
is
that's
it?
the soul.
You just
That's
fucked
the
me up.
soul.
You
Look
just
at the
fucked me
eye.
up.
Look at him.
Yes.
He right here.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
right there. And he, anybody eyes I look into, I should be able to see the light because that's your diadem. Your diadem is the pupil of your eye. So even though your diadem is here, your diadem sit here. This is how we connected. This how when I called you, I called somebody else who told me that I'm gonna call you because you told this somebody that they need to start reading. And see, that's crazy because I had to call her and basically file apart for her to tell me to call you because you told her that she needs to do reading. And all of that was part of. Do you see how that's connected? Because she
Mhm.
a powerhouse too, and she don't even know it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And she been because the people. I'm gonna tell you something. Hmm, Let me say what spirit just told me. Ooh, I'm getting a download. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Spirits sit right on top of your head when they talk to you, right? My daddy told me that, and they said they only can work with what you got in there. My
Mhm.
friend Terrell said, if you only got knowledge about donuts, then they gonna teach you stuff about donuts because that's all you got in there. That's your like what you say, your life. That's your files.
Mhm.
If you ain't got no information in your files, they can't communicate with you. That's why it's important that you control what you know instead of letting somebody control what you know.
Now that's even deeper, Jazzy, because if donuts is all you know, they gonna take every donut you know and show you how the soul and the spirit work still. But bitch, they gonna use donuts because that's all the fuck they got to reference.
Yeah, and that's the
Absolutely.
circle. So somebody
Absolutely.
that work at the donut shop all their life knows some shit, and we looking at them like they work at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm above them. Nah, they know some shit about circles, and we just said the circle is the cipher, which is the soul. But we
Hmm.
calling it all these different things, but we argue about it because that's our lack of knowledge. What the Bible say? My people destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Does.
Everybody that got eyes can't see. Everybody that got
Correct.
ears can't hear. You
Correct.
know,
Hmm.
and
Correct.
I got chills. Mm.
So I said this last night, like even with you bringing up the lady you were just talking about and you and then myself, right? And bringing back to one band, one sound. If you're the trumpet player and you're not playing the trumpet and she's supposed to be playing the saxophone, I'm over here with the motherfucking tuba or the horn, but somebody is off key because somebody's not playing their fucking instrument. So therefore, our band, our sound is off. Everybody has to be playing the role that they're supposed to. And I'd be like, I don't really fuck with roles like that. She frozen, but can you hear me, Jazzy? She moved and it fucked up her service. But I don't even do roles like that. But I'm understanding like your role, your character, your script. I want you to understand that like you are in complete control because there's nothing outside of self. Now she said the spirit sits on you when you talk, when they talk to you. You'll see me turn because I'm listening. I know that they surround me. They're in my energy. They're in my frequency. They are in my ether. Because we're like your spirit is big, your aura, your spirit, like your light. It surrounds you. There she go. Okay, let me bring this one down. Wait a minute. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay, I lost contact for a moment. I'm back. I'm back. I was going
So
to get my trumpet. I got this
yes.
hanging on my ancestor altar. This is my grandma's brother. He got killed. He got murdered. And he the one, when I touched this trumpet, I started knowing all type of stuff about the family. And he told me Jazzy. My name Jazzy, and I make a jazzy sound, and I gotta sound my trumpet. So I keep a trumpet on my ancestor altar. And when you said trumpet, you was like, you the trumpet, and I'm the so and so, and I had to go get my trumpet.
Yes. Look at Spirit. See what I'm saying, man? Spirit be fucking talking, bro. Like I was just saying, your spirit, your aura, your ether is so fucking big. Yes, we're inside of this matrix, we're inside of a simulation, but you've been encased here. You've been in stuck here for a reason. But again, like when I've done Bible study and I've done the study on like this is hell, right? Like when they say that you've fallen from grace, oh, the Nephilim, the fallen angels, all of this is simply you losing frequency and connection. Like you didn't fall out the sky, you fell from frequency. And in order for you to get back to the heaven, as you say, the Christ consciousness, the source being of who you are, you have to reconnect inside of your frequency and raise yourself back up to the standard level of which you should be. So then you start to be activated like, people be running around here looking like, oh, she crazy. No, there's something being reconnected. But if you've been always taught that that shit ain't real, and that shit happens to you very quickly, you don't understand all of the spirit's energy, soul, that's speaking straight down to the fucking cells of your body that talks, the
Hmm.
tree that talks to you. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? You hearing cats and dogs and birds that's communicating. And
yep.
motherfucker think you crazy. Like, oh, this,
Butterflies.
come on.
That's
Like
animal
you're
totem.
not crazy. Come on.
That's
And
animal
even in
totem.
the ether world, like you fuck around and have a whole pit bull following you, talking to you like somebody like that bitch is crazy. She out here talking to dogs that don't exist. No, bitch, she's talking to this motherfucking dog that's in communication. People like, Quatita, you connect to animals? Absolutely. Why wouldn't
They
I?
spiritual guides. My dog look at the wall. That's how I know, I be like, who is that?
Who is that? Who in
Because at the
here?
time, I couldn't see, but my dog can. See, I could
Mm-hmm.
feel. Remember when me and you first talked, you said, where spirit talk to you at? I was like, in the water. You was like, me too. And I was like, yeah, that movie Constantine. It showed you that
Mm-hmm.
water is a portal. Not
Mm-hmm.
only is water a portal, but your emotions is water. Your
I love
blood is
that.
water. Your blood is
Absolutely.
water. Just like
Absolutely.
you fire. Cause I do my readings. I do my readings on my Jazzy Gym page. And when I do the readings, I say I do the earth element because your earth is your heart. I do your fire element because that's your soul. I do the air element because that's your spirit. That's how you make people feel. That's how you affect people. And then I do your what is it? Your earth, fire, air, and water, right? Them the
Mm-hmm.
four. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because like even with you, you're a Scorpio. So you water. So that's
Yeah.
why you operate with the emotions. You so passionate. That's why you be going off. You be like, girl. And that's why we be at home. Like my best friend and them, they call you Tita. They'll call
Yeah.
me, they be like, Tita on. They be like, Tita on. And our whole squad know what that means. Cause we send out the group tweets, Tita on. You feel me? Like, and oh my goodness. But that's water. So water, who don't drink water? So just
Everybody, it's a life force.
by you activating your water energy, you activating the water inside everybody. That's how come you so powerful because you a water activator. And like I'm a fire activator. I fire everybody up. I
And
just I
it
just
both of them connect inside of ether.
as
It
long with
has
the
to happen.
air. So
It
we
has to
waiting
happen.
on the air and the earth. But everybody got a sign. So everybody plays a part. And it's like we
Mhm.
gotta come together. The fire trap. This the what's the movie called?
Last
The
of Airbender.
Yeah, that. We got to get the water tribe together so y'all can teach us how to get our emotional shit together. We got to get the fire tribe together so we could get our confidence and get our ego and shit in check. That's the soul. And then we got
Yeah.
to get our air shit together and learn how to speak. That's where the teachers come in and teach us, not to say this word and not to say that word. And then we got to get what's the earth signs. Because we got to get our heart right. So some of these murders, we can stop killing people. Because murder is a curse in our bloodline.
Yes.
Molestation is a curse in our bloodline. Incest is in our bloodline.
It's
People lying
programming.
about being somebody mama or daddy and all that old type of shit, that's in the bloodline. And it's time to break them curses because these curses are affecting everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got
Mm-hmm.
is affected by this shit. That's the internet, right? We all connected by the internet, by the
Correct.
DNA web. We Charlotte's Web. We her children.
Yeah.
We all think
Yeah.
that movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like I spirit communicate to me through movies. And
I love that.
my cousin too, she broke down Beetlejuice. She had me
Mm.
looking at Beetlejuice real different. She was like, that's Isis and Osiris. She was like, remember they was upstairs when they was dead in the spiritual realm? And they was looking at the little
Mm.
city. My
Mm.
cousin, y'all talk about I'm breaking down the movie. She be going, she a dean as well.
Now they have the new movie out, and I listen. It's drawing me in so deep about the water and the fire, how they get together.
The
It's a new
element.
one out. Yes, the
Think,
elements.
think
I
about that
want to.
word
I want to
element.
see that.
Think about that word element. Because we the Elohims, we the Els.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mental,
The
element,
Orisha. Mm-hmm.
element. It's our
Yeah.
elements.
The natural ills of all things. I have to say it that way, of mother nature, of the being, of the source of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are that. So I love that you even said that, because I always say El Lentis instead of Atlantis. It's El Lentis, the home of the crystal people. And people don't even believe me sometimes when I say that, but that shit then came all the way back around. So when I say we're melanite crystals from, and this is not our natural home, we were trapped here, and because you were put to sleep here, you can't access your power again because you fell from frequency. And it's okay, but we just have to get back to the L space of our DNA, which is our deity, our God space, our greatest self, our soul source space. You know what I mean? If we have to put words on it, God and all of that, but like your natural state of being, which is superior to everything that surrounds you in this false space of being. That's how powerful we are. That you're inside of a simulation that you control. You don't even know you control it. To our own people created the elements in which it's controlled. So now we
We
have the
are.
Orisha. You know what I'm saying? It was a space inside of our own functionality, from the Loa to the Gede. Like, it's what they just choose to put the name on, but in reality, it is you as the source. You are the
Correct.
controller. You are the fucking controller. You
Of
are the
all the
fucking
games.
controller. You
Of
hear
all
me? Of
games.
all games,
Of
you're the
all
remote
games.
control. Mm,
Mattel is the mother of all games, and that's my mama.
come on.
So if my mama played games, I'm in her skin. Let's play the game. Now the confusion is some of us playing chess, some of us playing checkers, some of us playing trouble, some of us playing angry hippo, some
What's
of
your
us playing
channel? They asking
Monopoly.
for your channel. What's your channel, Jazzy?
I'm Jazzy Gems on Facebook, Jazzy Gems Dean on Facebook, or Spiritual Situations on YouTube.
Okay.
So, um, But what? So all them different gangs, and that's the confusion because that's Babylon, right? Babylon is the state of confusion. So we're living in states of confusion because everybody playing different type of games, and we ain't playing the same game. If we level the fields and make it fair and tell everybody we playing life, everybody will play life, and it
Everybody,
won't be no confusion because some people playing Monopoly. You
yeah,
move you roll your dice and move, and you owe somebody some money. Like, what? This ain't life.
Candyland like a motherfucker. Like,
Yeah,
bitch,
like
you
what
playing
we playing?
Candyland, girl. We is playing life. What are you talking about? No.
But what is we playing here? Oh, I did a video on my live the other day called The Playground. I was talking about how the playground fucked us up. So when we went to the playground, a lot of us ain't almost make it off that playground because that's where you learned your nose was too big, you was cross-eyed, your teeth was crooked, whatever. Your hair ain't straight enough, it's too straight, you black, you white, you green, whatever. So we all developed insecurities. So we was out there insecure as hell. Our root chakra was out of whack, right? Because we didn't even know we had root chakras. Then we went in the lunchroom and we just started. Some of us ate all the cookies because we was emotional eating and shit. And some of us was like, fuck that. I'm just not gonna eat anything. I'm stressed out. You know what I'm saying? So that's our sacral chakra was out of whack, right? Then I talk about, then we go in the gym in the dressing room. Now we looking at everybody's body. Now we looking at ours. Now that we did the first BBLs. You know what the first BBL was? The country crock, the country crock butter, cause I did it. Remember we used to get the country crock and you be in there like rubbing yourself down, trying like that was the first BBL.
I
But that
thought you
was
was
a
about to say
problem.
stuffing of the bras and putting it,
Oh,
you
wait a
know.
minute, that might have been the first one. But the butter might have came second. But yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
But that goes to Malcolm X, who taught us to hate ourselves.
Mm. Yeah.
Cause
Absolutely.
at school, that's when you ain't want straight hair, or you did want straight hair, or you didn't want to be your complexion, or you didn't embrace
Cause I had
yourself.
sweaters and shit on my head, like waiting on my real long hair, like the genomes to come in. So I had sweaters and shit, which is now why bitches is wearing wigs and bundles. You understand me? Because you still don't believe your hair is beautiful. And I'm gonna go and get me a lace front. I'm not saying it, but what I'm saying is I get it. I'm not a victim to it. I
Right,
understand it. You
right.
know.
That part.
Hmm.
And two, when you look up your crown chakra, because I am a hairstylist and I did study cosmetology, that part.
That
So,
part.
because there's a lot of people that don't even know they cosmetologists. You feel me? They be
Mm,
like, I
yeah.
do hair. Oh, you do hair because I'm a cosmetologist.
Come on. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? 'Cause yes, that's science. So, and that's chemistry because we the ancient Kemites, right? I know who I am, the ancient Kemites, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
your crown chakra sit outside your head. That's them antennas.
Yes. Yes.
That's why in the reggae songs they say grow your locks. Because when you grow your locks, that is what is called your Nazarite veil. So you got an Enoch veil. That's what I just took my Enochian veil. Cause it's levels of this spiritual stuff, right? Cause you moving through the levels. When I met you, you was Queen Quartita. So you gotta work yourself up to be a queen in order to work yourself up to be an empress, in order to work yourself up to be a lioness, in order to work yourself up to be a great elephant, in order to work yourself, you work through, and that ain't the order everybody go in, but the fact that you a governess, you're learning to control yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you had big growth and development. I've been watching you for years. You used to snap off. You don't snap off like you used to snap off. You know what I'm saying? People, you done been there. People done took you through some things to where you evolving and you blossoming. But some of us gotta watch you grow up because some of us can see us and you and we like, Okay, Quatita ain't snap when so and so did that. So but for real, because we gotta set examples for each other, and that's why some of us was chosen to be in the eye of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some of us was chosen to come here. So basically you been the truth and you gotta live in these lies. And sometimes you become these lies because you get lost in the environment. And
Mm-hmm.
one day you realize that you not your environment. You realize you always been different. You realize you always saw through stuff. Because they rock you to sleep and you forget who you is because you Simba and you and ran away, Kuna Matata. But when you come back and get on your throne and remember that you the king and you remember that the ancestors is guiding you and you remember that you the guiding light and you remember that you gotta stay lit because you is the light in the tunnel. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's
People
who
always
some of
looking for the light, not realizing you are the light. You
they
know what I
can't see.
mean? They can't
The
see
dark
themselves.
the darkness can't comprehend the light.
Yeah, because it's always been told that it's darkness and that the darkness was ugly. But when you understand that the darkness that you are is the light that's radiating and will shut everything down if it ceases to exist.
Right, right.
Without melanite women, the whole fucking shit would cease to exist, bro. We are the great darkness, and I have to say it that way because we're duality, you know, polarity. We're both because I will be Baphomet, but I also be Befendian. I will love you, but I will fucking destroy your whole path if you fuck with me wrong. You know what I
Correct,
mean? And so we
correct.
have to be both, because this is where we are right now. You know,
Yeah.
I fucking love this. I love this.
I love this. I know. Girl.
I love it.
And look, cause I know we got to do a lot of these, cause I got so much to say, and with you, I had to say it with you, cause it's you
Because
got
I
the
want
other
to
part of
also
what I'm
go in
saying.
and break down with the soul and solar, and I want to go into that space with you. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because I have notes and shit at my house, and I'm out right now. But I've broken down a lot of things. Like from like I said, from hell all the way to Yehuda, because he is Simeon. You know what I mean? So when he first told me he was Simeon, I was like, what? So he had me look it up, and when I found it as his brother, I just busted out crying because then it took what almost a year for him to show me that he is the Sim card, the
In the
pineal
man.
gland. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like the original Sims card. Sim 1, the original Sim of eons, like he is Simeon. You know what I mean? Like the Sim of eons. And that's where the shit
yeah.
is. Like he is the connection and frequency inside of the original source. Like he's the gatekeeper. Like the shit blows my fucking mind, man. And if you can't understand it, that's why motherfuckers still somewhere on their knees asking for a genome to do something for 'em. Because
Cause
you
they
didn't
don't know
understand
who
it
they
came
are.
with power. You know,
Right, right.
you
But it
got
say
power.
in the book of the dead that Ra, which is the name of the soul, is the high Sim priest. So when you was
See,
doing that, I was
I don't
teaching
even
about
know
the
that.
Sim too. But I was teaching about, and it's crazy because you would teach a class and I teach a class, and then I hop on your class and be like, well, shit. But we sometimes we'll do them at the same exact time because it'll be like I miss yours because I'm doing mine, and it'd be like, damn, we was supposed to been on there because the stuff that people ain't understand on yours or mine, we had it with each other, and it's like, well, shit,
Yeah,
I need certain things that we talk about. We gotta like Rainbow Bright. So
yeah.
Rainbow Bright live in the land with the color kids. So that's the colorful people. That's us, not black people, because black people don't got no color. Well, it's an absorption of our color, but the villain. He made everything black and white, and he was absorbing all the color. He hated color. So he was a wicked scientist. Why on all the cartoons is some type of wicked scientist?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Phineas and Ferb. Y'all want to
Mhm.
get your head busted, watch Phineas and Ferb. They break down all
Mhm.
types of films in it because they always stopping the wicked Dr. Doofenshmirtz from trying to take over the world. He always doing this type shit. You know, they always show the little wicked dude doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? What that mean, Quartina?
I don't know. You done got a lot of energy in your hands, though. You know what I mean? So
I
it
do.
could be some other shit. You know what I mean? Like you trying to formulate whatever, but I don't know because you got energy in your hands. That's your Dionite. Anything you touch can
But
turn to gold. If you only knew that.
but when they show the wicked villain, he always doing like this in the cartoon. Is what I'm saying. Think
You
about it.
rolling up that energy. That's
Yeah, he be like,
crazy.
I'm gonna get you. So, cause I know everybody about to be watching He Man, and we ain't even talked about Sandman. But anyway, back to
Cause that's what
Rainbow
we
Bright.
talked about that too. We was talking about that too. Okay, so no, we can't go past that because I know I got a few minutes. I got an appointment, then I also
Okay,
have a session. I'm gonna have to push my session back because I got to go to this appointment. But so you was like, did you see the Sandman Quantita? And I'm like, yeah, yes, girl. I said when they originally show you that he was really a melanite in a genome's body, I think a lot of people missed that. And then he locked up the original woman because she wouldn't do what he wanted her to do. So you got the
mm,
original woman locked away. You know what I'm saying? So then he has to go and he battled Lucifer. You was like, so what did you see when and I was like, shit, they tried to make Lucifer seem justified in some kind of capacity. You was like, did you not see Hillary Clinton? And I'm like, damn, heard you. Okay, come on, Jazz.
so you like, wow. So you can't even once you go watch this, you cannot unsee this. Like you, and when the dream went back, because the dream come from the spiritual realm, and when you break down the Anunnaki, that's the dream in there. So the dream, he come back. He got to go to hell to go get his tools back, and he got to battle the devil, which is Lucifer, with mental strategies.
Because it's a
They
battle
show
of the
you
mind. Yep.
that the spiritual warfare is mental. And if you don't have knowledge of the animal kingdom, of the plant kingdom, of what can do what and what can do in just stuff in nature, you're gonna lose the battle. Because the battle is fought with nature about the man. And if you lack knowledge
Yes.
of the nature, you can't fight back in the man.
Yes. So even when he was laid there and they thought it was over, Jazz, and that motherfucker said, "You can't take away." What was it? Oh, it
He
ain't
said,
purity.
dreams don't fucking die.
Yes, dreams. You can't take away somebody's like intention to become something. The dream is intention. You can't take away my intention. You can't. So it's
Or
about
my
your intention
imagination.
or
Or
your
my imagination.
imagination.
Because I'm a creator.
Because I'm a creator. You can't stop that. You can't stop it. You think you can stop somebody's eternity? You can't. Like, okay, gratitude spirit. Like on the movie The Forgotten, they wiped all of her motherfucking mind. It took forever that she wouldn't let go of her son, Sam, right? So then they went on ahead and wiped it. They couldn't take away her eternity with this baby. She thought about the moment she conceived. You
Mm.
can't stop it. She went all the way back to conception on a motherfucking ass. Oh, no, I grew life. There was life here. She went all the way to conception. You can't stop it. You cannot stop it. It's eternal.
Conception is in the mind.
Come on. They could
But
not
it's
make her forget.
also the sperm when it meet the egg, because I said the father have a thought and the thought go into the mama's skin
Yeah,
and
because you're
become a,
pregnant even before it actually comes together to become that.
so I'm
The
somebody's
zygote.
dream and I came true.
Oh, girl.
But you gotta be the
Girl.
truth. to become the true dream. Cause
Comes
somebody
true.
thought about you. Somebody was in trouble and somebody thought about you and you gotta come and set them free.
Motherfuckers be like, bitch, before you was even thought of, I was always thought of. So you said this to me, and this is what came from your 10-year-old baby. She said, you've been here each lifetime, you've left your DNA here. And
Yep.
I said, this is what we were just talking about. This is why I love the past life readings, because people don't realize, and they came from a 10-year-old baby, bro. People do not realize the greatness of who you are always been on this motherfucker. They can't erase it. Again, why? Because you're eternal. What they gonna do with it? You are the dream. You are intention. You were already here. You are the thought. You can't erase me from, like you said, somebody had a dream about me. People dreamt of me before they ever saw Quatita.
Okay.
A man came
Okay.
in and said, I dreamt of you and I've been waiting to meet you, and you popped up on my YouTube. I had never seen you before. So when you say that, that registers to me completely different, Jazz, because I am a thought, I am a dream, I am eternal. You cannot stop it. Why? Because I've always been here.
Yep. Somebody dreamed you up that set them free. Cause somebody was living somewhere and couldn't get out, and they was like, you know how you had that dream, that's your hope. You was somebody hope. But if you be in your feelings, you can't make the dream come true. You gotta make the dream come true because it was a thought.
Energy cannot be destroyed, right, Charmy? We're energy, bro. That's why they say, who was it? Because I've never read the book of Enoch, but I understand that they say Enoch didn't die. He transcended. He was energy. So whatever that state that is, they really just want you to know energy does not die. It just transcends, it transforms, it transmutes, it carries on to something else. It becomes something else. Like shit. For example, like you're not going to really kill the grass because an animal can eat the grass and become something different. Like it's always going to transmute into something different. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm. Yes.
Hmm.
Dream.
Yes.
Dreams do not
Dream.
fucking die.
Dreams do not fucking.
Wait a minute. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Somebody
But
just
yeah,
was
I was
trying to
saying
call.
dreams don't fucking die.
Mm-mm.
No, we never die. That's the word nerd mean. Nobody ever really dies. We just transcend and transform. We change forms. That's the stages of matter. We either come in a solid form, liquid, or gas.
That part.
You
And they
know,
showed
so
you that because they just liquefied a whole bunch of humans and put them in a motherfucking water system. Don't want you to know. Why is that?
because they want to control your mental.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I control your mind, I could control what you think. Because the Bible dropped a very important gem. It said, "A man thinketh, so is he."
Come on.
So if I could control what you think, I could control who you think you are.
And that's what I teach. The EFO me, those thoughts are not mine. Those feelings don't belong to me. So even when I say Philippon de Wa, and that means that I control me, my soul is mine. You have no control over me. One
Hmm.
who controls your mind controls everything.
Yep.
Why? Because the battle is in the mind. You
Yep.
think you about to go over here. Like, girl, you think I'm gonna get out in the street and fight you for what, girl? I've already beat you in here. I'm won already.
Right. Right. I'm the truth. I'm a dream.
Yeah, come
I'm a
on.
dream and that came true. You hear me? I'm walking in my purpose. All that pain was for me. It ain't happened to me. It happened for me. Because this my story and I'm gonna use my story to liberate the people.
Damn it. Sorry, people calling me foul.
But we gotta liberate the people because that we is dreams. We are ancestors' dreams.
Yes.
And our ancestors had dreams of liberating their people because they ain't do right. So they created a dream to come here and do the right thing.
The
That's why
best
they
way
say,
I can understand and put that is there's a show that I used to love called Medium, right?
okay,
With Patricia Arquette. In one of the episodes I just watched the other day, there was this lady that every time she went to sleep, every time Alison Dubois, every time she went to sleep, she kept having this dream that she was herself, but people did not recognize her. And it wasn't until the end where she watched the video and she understood that this lady was dreaming of her and believed that she was her. And she said, it don't matter what y'all believe, it matters what she believes. Because if she believes it, so it is.
right,
She was
right.
her ancestor without even being in her lineage. You understand what I'm saying? But she
Mm,
knew that Allison was coming. Okay, I got chills on that. She
mm.
knew that Allison was coming and that Allison would make a difference. And she would uncover and bring forth the shit that was hidden. And what was hidden was that the little girl that they thought got killed or that she killed actually didn't get killed, and that she was just hiding his daughter from sorrow that what the husband was trying to do. So she had to do what she had to do to stop it all. But she knew that Allison was coming later on and she would unveil and show the truth
Mm,
and real
mm.
shit. And that's what
But that's
happens
them
to everybody.
dreams.
Yeah.
That's them dreams because we so powerful that we could manifest somebody else. Like I don't think we understand it. Like we could manifest somebody else. Like and that's just the ancestor spirit coming to experience something so we could change something.
Let me
Right?
see if you can you break this down because I can say it, but I want to hear how you break it down because you just said it, but I want you to break it down. Manifestation. People don't understand why they can't manifest $1 million, but they can manifest. They can say something about, oh, I don't want to get into a car accident, and then immediately get into a car accident. But that's not what I wanted. But in your soul, somewhere, you really was fearful, and you knew that it could happen, but you don't really believe that you can manifest $1 million. So you're not manifesting for that reason. Can you break that down?
So that's the law of attraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So look, that's crazy. I got the laws of attraction book. Where is that? Right here in my face. Laws of attraction. So with the laws of attraction, it's like whatever you think is that's what becomes. So the fact you think something negative, you got to think every positive thought that you think it has a negative thought that come with it because everything is a duality, everything is a polar. So when you think of something, just when you think of something $1 million, something that you got to realize is if you want $1 million, you taking a lot of money from a lot of people. Because why do you know like it's what come with that $1 million, is that if that makes sense. Like you could manifest this $1 million, but you gonna manifest all the negative stuff that come with the $1 million, and that might not be something that you could afford. You get
Mm,
what I'm saying? Because
I
when
do.
you ask for stuff, every gift come with a curse.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So when you ask
mm.
for stuff, you gotta. That's why they say be careful what you ask for, because
Absolutely.
people see me and you in a position like this, and they like, I want to do that, but people don't know what we had to go through, because it's like you probably would have lost your mind on this journey because you probably couldn't have handled some of the stuff I had to see in order to be able to see like this. Like
That
my
part.
vision got changed so many times. Spirit changed the way I see stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. My gift is not the same of when I first started. I had to
Man
just
ain't either.
realize this the other day. Just the other day, I had to realize this. So when they say you going up levels, like that's what the fuck that means.
That's
And
what
you
that
always got
means.
to go through something to reach another level, bitch. This is Donkey Kong. What?
Yeah. I just unlocked the level 2 days ago. So that's where I'm at. I'm looking at I'm like a little kid. I'm like, oh my God. What? Oh my God, is that a tree? Oh, is that a squirrel? Look real different, and it looked like I'm crazy, but the world to me don't look the same that it did
Mm-mm.
3 days ago.
Mm-mm.
I could see stuff in people that I never seen before. So it's like people thought I was reading everybody walking up and down the street. Oh, people might want to get their spiritual shit together because I could see some stuff now.
That part. That part. Damn. We got to do this again, Jazz.
For sure, for sure.
This was dope. I so enjoyed. Damn, we spent an hour and 30 minutes? For real?
Yeah, girl. And we
Damn.
ain't even talk about some stuff, but it's cool. It's cool.
No, we gonna do this again. I got
Yes, for
two
sure.
meetings I gotta get to. I gotta go in here to this, and then I gotta tell my session. I gotta push them back a little bit. But this was so fun. And so I
Yes.
was so excited about it. We're definitely going to do it again. I'll call you and check and see, what your availability is because I want to pull a few other people up. I want you to also speak to Z Energy. I like Z Energy. He be on the same time as well. And
Okay.
then I'll bring up Malika as well, and maybe all four of us can link and shoot some shit back and forth. Z Energy is dope. He's a gentleman that comes up from time to time, but he be on the same time. He's speaking his shit. So anyway, much love to you, Jazz, and we'll do
Okay.
it
For
again.
sure. For
Make
sure.
sure y'all tap her
Gratitude.
cash app, man. Love you to life.
Gratitude.
All right, gratitude for the
Gratitude. Talk
jewels.
to you
Talk to you
soon.
soon. All
Okay.
right,
Talk to you soon.
peace,
Peace.
y'all. Salud. Wow.